Good morning. Or should I say, hey now? Oh, sitting. You know where I'm sitting. I'm sitting right there. I'm sitting at my piece of peace. Man, y'all just don't know. Most High meets me here. It's like he be waiting for me. And, some people are like, well, how do you hear from God? You gotta sit down and shut up and listen. That's just basically, it took me years to learn it because y'all know, those who know me, I can go. I can talk. I love to talk. I love to be social. But to sit and just be quiet, that was something I had to learn. And just listen. And you start listening and these thoughts are coming of things that you really didn't really look deep into, and you start thinking about it, or you'll ask a question to the Most High and he'll answer it, but it'd be like a thought, or you'll start reading something and, oh gosh, that's what it is. And some days you even can hear a voice. For me, it sounds like my voice, but it's not my thoughts, it's something else. But I was sitting here and just talking to him, as I always do, and I was thinking about these words to a song that I recently, not recently, but I did recently sing it, but I wrote this song, man, I was going through a few years ago, probably about it could have been around 4 or 5 years ago, but when I go through it, I write, and I take my pain and put it on paper. Because sometimes there's some things you should just not speak. And for me, when I take them, the pain or whatever it is going on with me, and put it onto paper, it forms something else. It becomes music. It becomes beautiful pain. That's how I can describe it. My beautiful pain. I wrote something like that too. I write so much. I write on boxes, mail, junk mail. Then I end up forgetting where it is, but I got a pile of papers, and my kids know I have papers everywhere. But I don't throw it away, because if I have something written on there, I try to keep that. So right now I'm gonna go into the process of compiling everything and put it into one area, or one book, or one section, because it's on literally, I'll tear a cardboard box off if I wrote something on it, because I want to keep my words. It could be just a few sentences. It might just be some thoughts, but then I form them into poetry or a song. But to get back to what I was saying, the words of my song, I wrote it when I was going through, and it starts off saying, I can't go a day without you. You're my blood supply, more than the apple of my eye. You're the wings that make a bird fly high. And I was just thinking about just that. And I started going through the whole song, but I can't go. You can't. I can't go a day without you. And you are my blood supply. Without the Most High, you ain't nothing. You will die. Basically, you start off with a spiritual death, but you will certainly die if you don't have the Most High in your life. People always talk about physical death, but you can die spiritual death. You can be a walking dead. More than the apple of my eye. And everybody's, oh, he's the apple of my eye, or she's the apple of my eye. But if you make the Most High, the apple of is more than the apple of your eye. He is just all that. He's almighty. Above all anything, because he is the creator. The wings that make the birds fly. Because of him. Because of him, I am. Because of him, things are. Because of him, the birds fly. Because of him, the winds blow. Because of him, I'm even talking to you today. I'm breathing. I have to give it all praises and honor to him. And the next verse says, I tried to do everything by myself. And I'm sorry, Lord, I placed you on a shelf. But every time the dust covered you, the more I couldn't see the truth, the more I needed you. I try to do everything by myself. We do. We try to fix things. Especially women. Women are fixers. We want to fix. We want to fix a man. We want to fix the kids' boo-boos. We want to fix everything. We can't. I mean, we got some capabilities, but they only go so far. And you do things without the Most High, failure every time. It may appear to the human eye, the carnal eye, that we're doing things correctly, but we are messed up in the inside. Those are things that people cannot see. It's like Facebook. You can post a Facebook post. Everything you post, whether you claim it for entertainment or whatever, you put thought to it. Because before you post it, you type it. You thought it. You thought it. Or you seen something and you thought about it. You put it on there. And before it don't just automatically go on there. You have to push post, which is send or whatever. So you put thought to whatever you did. So in your walk, and you thinking that you can do it all by yourself, you put thought to that. You made a choice, a conscious choice. That, you know what? I don't need God. I don't need my mom. I don't need anybody. All I need is me. I'm God. I just need me. No. Somebody created you. Somebody created generations before you. So you won't have that type of power as the Most High does. So don't ever make yourself equal to Him. You're like Him. You're not equal. You're not equal to Him. But I try to do everything by myself. And then it goes on to say, I'm sorry, Lord, I placed you on a shelf. It's like He just became far from me, where I just put Him away. And then every time the dust covered you, the more I couldn't see the truth, the more I needed you. So although I placed Him on a shelf away from me, what was happening, I didn't tend to Him. I didn't speak with Him like I do when I come down to this river. I speak with God. I sit and I listen. I meditate or I praise. I wasn't doing those things. I would get up in the morning and be like, this is what I got to do. I have things written down on this piece of paper. I got to do this. I didn't pray when I woke up in the morning. I didn't give Him thanks. I didn't give Him any thought at all. So just piling up with dust, just covered up. But every time things happen in my life, I wasn't realizing I need you. I need the Most High. I need you. I need you, Lord. I'm trying to figure it out. Run into psychiatrists or friends or family or a man. And nothing. Couldn't drink it away. I couldn't smoke it away. I couldn't sex it away. Nothing. The more I needed Him. The more I put Him away, the more I need Him. So every time the dust covered you, the more I couldn't see the truth, the more I needed you. So I slowly contemplated suicide with my life, thinking I had it all together. Now, it don't have to be a physical. Before I actually physically tried to commit suicide, I already was committing spiritual suicide. Because number one, I left the Most High. That's when my spiritual suicide started. That was the attempt on my own life. I left the source. I disconnected from my lifeline. He was my life support. So, when you take somebody off life support, they either breathe on their own and the heart starts going on their own. It appeared that I was breathing on my own, but I was gasping for air. I was slowly dying. That's why when the song Suicide, with my life, slowly I was slowly drifting, thinking I had it all together, but I didn't. I didn't have it all together. Then it says, but with you, I'll never be the same. Without you, I'll never be the same. So if I don't have him, I'll be worse. If I do have him, I'll still go through trials and tribulations, but I'll be protected. And the end result is victorious. It's victorious, and I'll go through battles and be victorious. But without him, I'll go through battles and I will not. I'll be defeated. So I'm not going to the second verse, but the chorus just says, I need thee. Oh, I need thee. Every hour I need thee. And of course the inspiration was from the song I Need Thee. But I made my own version of it. But I said all that to say we do things with thought. Everything we do is with thought. And then when I wrote that, although I was so low in my spirit, so depressed, so detached from the world, I still was, in my spirit was screaming for the Most High, still. Because my spirit, that is where my spirit is. No matter what happens with me, I go back to the Most High. I lean and depend on him. Says Jay, do I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Why? Because there's his rod and his staff, it comforts me. So like a sheep, I need his rod to chasten me, his staff to lead me. The rod, if you know anything about sheep, the rod is where they smack the sheep or try to tap them to keep them where they're supposed to be so they don't wander off. So the rod is to chasten me, to chastise me, to discipline me. But the staff is to lead me. And he leads me beside the still waters. Restoreth my soul. So you guys have a good morning. Peace and blessings. I hope something I said stays with you in your heart or your mind throughout the day. And that you have a peaceful, productive day. And I love you and there ain't nothing you can do about it. So, hey. Y'all have a good one. Mwah.